PAT. And off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
And we've continued to see the young quarterback, Mike, just continue to get used to the speed of the game. And I think that's the biggest thing you hear young quarterbacks talk about coming out of the college ranks. Regardless how good you were in college or what level you played at, there is a big jump in just the speed and the intensity in the NFL. And the quarterbacks that get caught up to that speed the quickest have the most early success. The ones that are a little bit slower, things seem to take a little bit more time. So as he gets more and more reps under his belt, more and more starts in the NFL level at the quarterback position, just expect him to get more comfortable and more acclimated and become the player we saw back to his college days.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. On the move, past the 40. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and
to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
And here we got a guy, Mike, that was a bit of a polarizing prospect going through this year's draft process. I mean, on the field, there's no mistaking it. He could flat out play. He can make all the throws. He operated that offense down in South Carolina at a really high level. The question is, there was some off-the-field concerns, a couple personality issues that seemed to leak out through some different media reports. With all that being said, whatever's true, whatever's not, if he can match his potential with his on-field performance, he's got a shot to be a starter in this league. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
That is a big gainer for the Saints. 37 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Rattler. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a third down and 4. In motion is Hill. Now, faking the give. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Rattler now back to throw. That one taken in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Blake Grupe comes on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll take this to about the 28. Demario Davis there on the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Lutz for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. Sensational return. They drag him down inside the 15-yard line.
All right, so if you're going to be a kick returner in the National Football League, you need these two things: balance, vision, and yes, speed doesn't hurt too much either. And all three of those were evident there. I mean, what a return that was to set his guys up, starting this drive inside the red zone.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Alvin Kamara. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing now is Rattler. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Play action now. It's Nix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Oh. Punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again, and they're going to hear it from. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Some movement up front. We'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line. First and 10. Ready. Now a toss, running left with Kamara. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. On 2nd down, here's a run with Kamara. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Looking to throw, Rattler. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long, the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They're going to continue to be aggressive, especially through the air. And they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into.
The Broncos offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Gets his on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. That's gonna be caught.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. We are through 1. 14-10 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. Now Rattler gonna throw to the left side into the hands of Olave. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one, and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Back to the air one more time. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll try and run for this with Kamara.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Now, and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's 4th rounder, Troy Franklin. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Nice first down pickup there by Troy Franklin. And Mike, if there's one thing he is not going to have to learn or make a real big adjustment in the NFL is from time to time again, they're just going to tell him, go deep, run fast, and we're going to throw it as far as we can because there might not be a more explosive receiver in this rookie class than Franklin. 14 touchdowns last year. That was tied for 3rd in the FBS. This guy is a home run hitter, and they're going to try to give him as many opportunities downfield all season long.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Broncos. Dulcich now brought in motion. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the side. It'll be an incompletion.
Here we go, set.
Here's a run going left. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for...
Set, go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready for this next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Here's Rattler. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the... It's a first down. A gain there.
Ready?
15 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Ready?
On the give, this is Kamara. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. To throw, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
This one angles. And the mark comes inside the 15-yard. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 30.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dulcich. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw is Nix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Rattler now back to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw, Rattler. toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the handoff, it's Kamara. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Here's Lou Hedley now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. Here comes Smith on the return. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. It was a terrific...
Be expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Saints offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Shaheed in motion. Throwing now is Rattler. Quick throw, taken in. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Second and a yard. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his man. That's Olave. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught by the tight end, Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. His kick is good. The Saints back within 7. It's 24-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And he has been in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work this forward to the 35. That's Chase Young off the edge with the tackle. Second down and 7.
Let's go now.
Dulcich now brought in motion. On second down, they run the counter. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. Throwing. Nix gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. The Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Chris Olave and the rest of the Saints offense getting ready for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man down the field, it's Olave. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
When you get big gains like that, Mike, it's pretty easy to see why that stat line just continues to grow, and he's having himself a pretty good performance here thus far, and I don't think he's close to even being done. I think on this drive, I'm giving him a couple more chances to see if he can end up finding the end zone, and the defense doesn't come away with a plan to stop this guy. We could have a record-setting performance on our hands.
The tight end Moreau is in motion. They'll run here with Kamara. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Second and goal. Here's Rattler. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So 3rd and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg, and the defense scores with a pick 6.
Mike, sometimes there's a fine line between being aggressive and being reckless, and I think you find yourself in 3rd and long, you're trying to make a play, but sometimes you just press a little too far, and this time it leads to the turnover and the pick 6.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos tack on one more to their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Throwing is Rattler. This one on target to Olave. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Groupie now, on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Saints are able to cut into the deficit.
Saints 24.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls, it's been intermediate shots, it's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
They'll go play action with Nix. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 54 yards.
This is one of those plays, Mike, where just everything aligns. It's the right play call, the right target, an accurate ball, and then a lot of room to run after the catch. So this is high-level offense at its finest, and if they can continue to find these matchups and these holes in the secondary with this quarterback and this playmaker group, man, this is a tough up.
And he's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Denver. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos are going to extend their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and Chris Olave getting ready for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rattler. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now Kamara. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down, up past the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, New Orleans.
Back to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, New Orleans.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Rattler now back to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rattler. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. A nice throw there by the rookie, and he earns his guys a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rattler. To the left side into the hands of Olave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. They've been in complete control. They've been able to dictate what they want to do offensively and make the defense react. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the handoff, running left, it's Kamara. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Now Rattler gonna throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he cannot get free. Only a yard to the 3, forcing 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Broncos offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
When that play was over, I mean, look at the sideline, Mike. The entire team is signaling for safety. I think he was just able to escape the end zone and save giving up 2 points.
The Broncos bringing out their punter, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And a short field awaits. Fair catch taken on this side of midfield. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Saints 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Shaheed in motion. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. In motion is Hill. A run on first and goal. And nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Olave is the motion man. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. So can the defense come up with the early stop here on third and goal? He'll look to throw. Taking off, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Groupie now for the extra point. He's got it. The Saints are able to edge a bit closer.
Broncos 45, Saints 31.
Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The home team's offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up here, first and 10. A run. Here's the fullback, Burton. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. On third down, here's Williams. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will stay a two-possession game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
The visitors' offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll drop to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
There's that man again. Another catch. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Nice pickup here to the back. And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll with a 3 tight end look. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. Second and 7. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.